another chance from God. I didn't deserve the first chance. I didn't deserve the first time He knocked at my heart. I didn't deserve His grace. I didn't deserve His mercy. And these folks that I'm preaching about, that I'm talking about, that is straying and they're gone far away from God, and it seems like they're never going to come and get saved. They feel like themselves that they're not worthy. They feel like themselves they don't deserve anything from God, and they don't. But God loved them anyway, and God gives them that mercy. And brother, I tell you, He gives us that mercy to extend to them. And I want to see them saved. Amen. I don't care if they were shooting dope all night last night. I don't care if they were snorting cocaine all night last night. I don't care if they was shacked up all night last night. I don't care what they were doing, drinking. I don't care if they were in a homosexual lifestyle for all their life. I don't care. I want to see them saved. Amen. And I want to see them changed. And that's the thing. God just won't change them. He'll make them a new creature. I'm thankful. I'm not what I used to be.
Amen.
And it ain't nothing in this flesh, but it's through Christ. I want to get back on that old path, church. I want Mount Olive Baptist Church to get back on that old path. I want us to start, I preached not long ago, make up the hedge and stand in that gap. Are we willing to do that this morning? Are we willing from this point on say, Lord, I want to see this man saved. I want to see this woman saved. I'm going to live my life in accordance to what you say. I'm going to do things in accordance to what you say and get back on that rock. I'm going to get back on that old path. I'm going to get back in that good way. If we'll do that, I'll promise you God will bless us. I'll promise you God will give the increase. I'll promise you you'll have a different testimony in front of people. Amen. I'll promise you that people will look at you different. I'm going to close on this thought. There's a young man, you all know it, Wednesday night I went to hear him preach his first message. He's still in high school. Still a young man, 16, 17 years old. And God called him to preach, and I feel blessed that I got to hear him stand and preach his first message. But afterwards, we were talking, me and his pastor. We were standing there talking. I've known the little fella since he was John's age, I guess, or maybe a little younger. And see him in high school every single day. I see him every day. We've got 1,200 students there. And I believe that you can line all 1,200 of those students up, and you can pick him out of that crowd. There's something different about him. There's always been something different about him. It's not his height, it's not his facial features, it's not anything about it, his stature or anything like that, but there's a glow of God about him. There's something in the way he presents himself, the way he acts, the way he talks, the way he dresses. There's something different about him. And that's the way, I said that to say this, that's the way we need to be in our lives. If you put us in a crowd of 1,000 people, 1,200 people, would I stand out? Not because of my size or anything about my physical attributes, but because of my lifestyle and because of my walk with Jesus. They looked at Peter and John. They said, perceived them to be ignorant and unlearned men. But they marveled. It amazed them, in other words. And they took knowledge. These men had been with Jesus. That's what I want people to see when they see me. I've been with Jesus.